Duties of the Center Level Observer. To report to the Office of DOS on the stipulated date. To attend the briefing session conducted by the District Level Observer on the stipulated date at the Office of DO. To assess adequacy of the physical facilities at the center and to take necessary steps in consultation with the center superintendent to make up the deficiencies, if any, in advance. To oversee the briefing session on the previous day of the examination conducted by center superintendent for the invigilators and assist him/her in orientation. To see that the seating arrangement for candidates is satisfactory and roll numbers are written on the desk. To ensure that the identity of the candidates is verified from admit cards, Aadhaar card, residence certificate. To check that the seals on packets of test booklets are intact. To get bundle opened in the presence of two invigilators, not earlier than half an hour before the commencement of the examination. The individual packets should be opened in the examination room at 11 a.m. To collect confidential question paper packets from the identified custodian banks along with center superintendent on the day of the examination as per the time communicated by the principal to ensure usage of NCMTM mobile app at various stages. To oversee the conduct of examination in all examination rooms, halls and to ensure that no malpractice takes place and unfair means are not used by candidates. To ensure that the time activity schedule given in the manual of instructions is strictly followed by the center superintendent and the invigilators. To check that the proper center stamp is put by every invigilator on the cover page of every test booklet and OMR sheet. To ensure that the test booklet provided to the candidate is as per the language opted by him/her. To ensure that the number and code of test booklet printed on OMR sheet is the same as printed on test booklet used by the candidate. Defective test booklets and OMR, if any, may be replaced. The defective test booklet, if any, is to be packed along with unused question booklets with remarks. To see that the unused test materials are sealed within 15 minutes after the commencement of the examination. Center level observer should also count the unused test booklets with OMR sheets before packing and ensure that the number of unused test booklets tallies with the difference in the number of test booklets received from the bank and number of test booklets used by the candidates appeared in the examination. To see that the OMR sheets are arranged serially in order of roll number irrespective of medium used. To ensure that the computer control sheet I is duly filled by the center superintendent. To ensure that entries in column 10 and 11 of the attendance sheet are filled in by the invigilator correctly and signature of candidates are obtained in column 12. To ensure that the invigilators have submitted the duly signed undertaking and invigilator report to CS and the undertaking submitted by the invigilator have been counter-signed by CS and CLO. To ensure that no blank paper sheet for absentees is placed in between the OMRs while packing. To count the number of OMR sheets physically before packing and tally with the no of students appeared for JNVST at the center. To count the number of attendance sheets and absentee pro forma physically before packing and tally with the no of attendance sheets and absentee pro forma received from the test agency. To ensure that the material duly packed and sealed reaches the office of the District Education Officer, DOS, on the same day. He will accompany the center superintendent to the office of the DOS for the delivery of test material. To prepare a report on the prescribed pro forma D and to hand over a copy of the same to the District Education Officer, District Inspector of Schools at the time of handing over the test material.